Hello and welcome to That Needs Adjusting. We're going to do an unboxing video and see how far I get between assembly and painting for the Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Orruk, Warclanz, Zoggrok Anvilsmasha. I am going to change the color scheme around a little bit. I've got a pet python over here. It's a green tree python that's mainly yellow, so I'm just going to copy him and his color scheme for most of my works on my building of a Warhammer army. Like I sort of said, that's just going to be an unboxing and carry all video for assembly and what I can do for painting. I already have a bunch of oil paints on the side that I have from a while ago, and I don't really feel like getting acrylics. I can leave brushes dipped in the oil paint in the tube for an hour without really worrying about it. Acrylics, the tube would gunk up and it wouldn't really be good. So it's kind of a good fun sheet to get through. So that's all. Leave that over there for reference. You get a couple bases. The sprue sheet. 2023, so it's a year old. And see how that works. So let's just get into it and see how long it actually takes. I've always heard that this takes forever, and I've always been curious. So we need 1 through 9. Good for now. We got 4 and 5 for the arms. So since it's not a push fit, it's definitely going to take some time. The 10 to 20 5 seconds. you don't have clamps that work, rubber bands work really well for the rough assembly gluing. Give that a minute. Keep everything staged out for the next couple sets. That way I can get ahead of myself a little bit without getting worried. Number 10. I'm mainly gonna paint when it's assembled. Being my first kit is this, I'm not too worried about how fast or how slow I get it done. I'm more curious about how it overall works in the long run. 7 and then 15. There's 7. And 15. The reason why I like using rubber bands is that generally once it holds together, you don't have to worry about the activator from using activator, that is. Because once you use accelerant on here, the whole entire thing gets glitchy and it sticks really hard, which can work, but I want a little bit of wee time to maneuver things around. I missed that one little burr. You can see it. It makes the armhole a little bit bigger using it as a sort of a side shovel, but it makes it so much simpler than trying to sit there with a razor knife. A bit of a wiggle, and hopefully it should do what it's supposed to. It doesn't always work every idea, but see these arms and make sure they're all trimmed up while I'm waiting. When you can, always try to make sure that the cutoff goes away from you. Pulling it forward like yourself, pulling it forward towards yourself, like right there, always gives a chance to cut yourself. Also, because I'm using oil paints, they tend to cover a little bit faster in my experience than acrylics. I don't want to lose a lot of that texture, and oil paint can get really thick. So I'm going to not prime them. I'm just going to paint them as plastic toned. So far, it's not too bad to build them. I mean, it's definitely going to be an endeavor to get there. Next up, we got that one. But I'm actually going to get rid of these cable stays. The chainmail is not linked up as much as I'd like visually. I made it before when I was a kid. So a bit of kit bashing is being done. They're a bit more of a classic butcher apron. And then, according to the pauldrons up here, it should still get covered. That outer strapping. The yellow is the glue area, so a little bit of. There's the body seam to try to match up. I'm going to wait on the cape, and I know I just mentioned I was going to put it on, which I will, but I can paint the backside and do a bit more shadowing later on. This will be a longer construction piece. I probably will go with the bucket of flesh as well. Yeah. Oddly enough, I'm going to go with the arms and get the posings done. Skip catalog a little bit. cut out the squig parts that I know need to go on. Sets of armor, and then right there. Always do a dry fit, make sure they work. Do I get a chance to do it without the instructions? Yeah, right there. There we are. Like I said earlier, if I were to spray activator on here, it'd be nicer to get it done, but it's going to take a lot longer, and I'll probably misplace the next piece and it gets stuck. Using the 10 to 20 second stuff lets you have a chance to fix a mistake. I got a little bit of excess on there. The glue, that is, so I'll just weep it off to the side. It's a great thing having trash pants. I just wear old painter's pants and scrape it off with my knife and then apron smash it. Get it clean. So there is a little anvil smashed, I guess. I mean, if that's anvil smasher, that must be the anvil smash guy. Thing. Whatever squigs are. Get the arms cut out for the hands. If you look over on the box, I kind of like the tongs better than the sword that's on flame. That makes no sense to me. So I'm going to go with that for the arm. That little notch needs to stay. Put that. And then we just hang out for a while. Do, 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 do. Give that another minute or two to wait while I get out the other parts necessary. I'll go into the buckets bin for the kit bashing later on. Left-hand head. And it looks like most of his armor's on once the cape goes on, or what I'm calling the cape. I got some extra bits that I'll just cut out and put into the pile for now. Okay. The painting is definitely the laborious process, as everyone always says. Okay, that's pretty nice. Squad gets his base. So I'm gonna have to definitely paint him separate to the base, and then I'll apply him later on. And then probably same for this fella here, just to get all the leg parts cleanly applied at. Does he need the forearm armor? Oh, he's got some. I'll fill those holes if I don't use. Let's see how they look. I could go get some green sculpt or, shave them down. That's always an option.